Hello and welcome. I'm Lauren Lewis with Power for Parkinson's. Welcome to our Young Onset Circuit class. Before we get started, let me tell you that this is a challenging and dynamic class. You will need to be able to stand for a full hour of exercise. You'll need to be able to get on and off the floor. This class is designed for people with mild symptoms of Parkinson's disease. Please also, for safety, have a chair nearby or exercise next to a wall so you have that safety net if you need it. There is a lot of balance involved in this class, and we'll be working on balance as well. For today's class, you will need a set of weights. You can use water bottles, you can use cans, or you can just not use weights at all and just use your arms. You'll also need something you can toss, a ball, a tennis ball, a small pillow, a sponge, something we'll be tossing. And you'll also need a box or a book, something to step over. You can use a Kleenex box, you can use a shoe box, something that you can step over for our squats. All right, it's really important that before you exercise, any exercise, that you get warmed up. This will lower your risk of injury. So you can either run around your house, do your own warm-up, or join me for about a 3-minute warm-up. Let's get started. All right, we're going to start off with just a march, right, left. Here we go. Right, left. You want to get your oxygen and circulation going. Get those limbs warmed up. Ready for exercise. Good, let's swing those arms just a little bigger. Let's bring those arms overhead for a deep inhale. And a big exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now let's do some heels in front. Heel, 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 heel on the arms, front. Good. Now use those legs. Make them big. 4 more. 3, 2. Now arms overhead. Reach, reach. Whenever we get those arms overhead, our heart rate automatically goes up just a bit. So I'm getting that heart rate up, slowly, controlled. Good, let's bring the arms to the side, out. Keep using those legs, bend and straighten. Let's bring those arms behind you, back. Four more. 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to add some knee lifts. Straight up. Add the arms under. Heart rate's coming up nice and gently, slowly. We're going to make this a little more dynamic to get that heart rate up. Give me double these. 2 here. 2 here. Back to singles for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to take that leg to the side. Out, out, and add those arms to the side. We're warming up those glutes and outer thighs. Let's take this down, back to a knee lift in front, and take it to a jack. Out. And in, this is a modified jack. What I'm doing here, right center, left center, and march it out. Good, arms overhead, and down. One more time, and down. All right, let's get your heart rate down just by walking around the room, deep breaths. Before we get started, let me explain. There are 6 exercises. Each exercise we'll be doing for 1 minute. We're going to be doing 3 rounds of those 6 exercises. The first round, which we'll start right now, the first round is all about learning the exercise. I want you to really concentrate on making sure your form is good. Our first exercise is a caterpillar with a cross arm tap. shoulder tap. Caterpillar is, you're going to start off with your arms overhead, standing nice and tall. Reach over to the floor. You can bend your knees. That's not cheating. As long as you're doing something, you're still working. There's no cheating. In my opinion, there's no cheating in exercise unless you just don't do it. That's cheating. Anyway, we start up here. We come down to the floor. We walk it out. Here's your caterpillar. Once you're in a plank, your shoulders are over your hands. Your body is in a long line. We're going to do a single, double tap. Single, double. And I started with my right hand. I come back up. You can bend your knees if you need to. Come up, come back down. And now on the left side, single, double tap, walk it back. That's the exercise. Now, you can modify this exercise by using a chair. Changing the angle will make it just a little easier for you. Still hard. All the benefits are the same. Still working on your large muscles, your shoulders, your chest, your core. Start up here, come back down to, now we're going to step out instead of walking with your hands, step out. Now you're in that plank. The rest is the same. Single, double, walk that leg in, walk the other leg in, stand up. Choose which one works best for you. Stay safe. We're going to put on our music and our timer. 1 minute. Let's get going. Make sure your plank is long and strong. Try not to let your hips sag down or up. Try to straighten out those legs as much as you can during the caterpillar. We're working on strengthening your upper body, your shoulder. We're working on core stability and strength. Should have time for one last one. And that's our time. All right, nice work. That was our first exercise. All right, we're going on to our second exercise. Our second exercise is a side squat, step over with a fly. So for this exercise, you may want to add your weights. And here's where we're going to be using the box. A squat is an invisible chair. You're sitting back as if there's a chair behind you. You want to make sure that your knees don't come in or forward, really important. So you're sitting back. Doesn't matter how low you go, you're sitting back. I know everyone talks about going really low into a squat. More important that you do it properly than how low you go. So I'm going to ask you to really think about sitting back. So we're going to step over this box, nice and big. We're going to squat in the as we're stepping over. Squat here, stand up, and here's the fly. The fly is a 90-degree angle in both arms. Don't let those arms fly up all the way over here. They're here, just to here. Open up your chest, bring those elbows slightly behind you, and down. Once again, step up, sit back, step over, got to leave enough room there, and fly down. Step, sit, step, fly. We're going to put on our music, and we've got 1 minute on the clock. Let's give this a shot. All right, here we go. Big step. Sit back, step up, fly. The large muscles we're working here, glutes for strong legs, shoulders and chest and back, upper body. Stay at your pace, bring it faster or slower, your choice. Stay at your pace. Here we go. Squat, sit back. And done. Nice job. All right, let's get the box out of the way for safety. Moving on, our next exercise, You're going to continue using your weights if you want to. This is a back lunge kick with a curl. Back lunge kick. So I'm going to show you turn slightly sideways so you can see a back lunge is a 90-degree angle. So we're going to step back into 90 degrees. Way back here. Both legs should be at 90. This, again, is important. If your legs are too close to one another, you're putting stress on the knee. You may not feel this today, but you will someday. and I don't want you to do that. So get that leg nice and far behind. From this position, I want you to think about using your opposite hand to curl. Opposite hand from the leg in front. We're going to curl here. And then we're going to swing that leg from behind to a hamstring kick. Hamstring meaning we're using this part of the leg to kick. Swing it back. Then we switch sides. Go back, lunge, add that curl for your biceps right here. Add that curl and kick. Back, curl, kick. Back, curl, kick. This one requires a lot of balance. I really encourage you to keep that chair right here as you're doing it so you can grab it if you need it. You have it right here. In fact, you can hold it the whole time if you need to. Give up the curl, work on the hamstrings and the quads and the legs. All right, timer on. Music on. Let's go. Get the form. Get those knees bent. Step nice and far back, way back. And then add that kick just for fun. Working on strengthening the arms and legs at in the same exercise. Really working on, right here, front of leg, front. Quadricep. Woo! There goes my balance. Almost done. How we doing? Legs beginning to feel this? Mine are. All right. Great job. Nice work. All right. Well, we've been standing plenty. Our next exercise, we're going to hit the floor right here. Come on down. We're going to make a V seat, which means just that. Your body will be in a V. So your legs can stay down. That's one way of doing it. Or your legs can come up, crossed or uncrossed. Open up your chest. You want to be safe on your back, not round back. Open, make a nice big V. And from here, here's where it gets fun. We're going to toss the ball. Okay, by tossing the ball and holding that V, we're working core right here. We're going to really strengthen that core, working on the six-pack. Okay, let's put on our music. Think about really pulling tight here. I'm throwing your balance off because of the ball, forcing that core to really engage. Timer and music. And again, it's not cheating to put your legs down. Woohoo! You may want somebody nearby to grab the ball. Reset your body if you find you've lost the ball. Come back, find that V again. This one really gets into my core. And I'm feeling it a little in my legs, so I'm going to drop my legs so that I can really concentrate on my core. Abdominals. Almost done. Pull tight, pull it in, pull it in, pull it in. We're almost done. And we're done. Great job, nice work. All right, heart rate's up for me anyway. Roll over onto all fours, trying to get you up safe. If you can remember this all the time, you'll be much safer. 90-degree angle in your front leg. Back leg, if you can, get onto those toes. If not, just lift up with your front leg. All right, we've got the next exercise. You are going to need your weights again and cans or whatever. We're going to do a 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock squat with a progressive overhead press. 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock squat. So here is 3 o'clock, center, 9 o'clock. Remember, the center leg is straight, the other leg is bent, and you're in that invisible chair again. Your hips are back. Don't let those front knees come forward. The progressive overhead press is my favorite part of this one. We're going to go down here, and then one press. Then back to the other side. Now we're going to go 2 presses. Then to this side, 3 presses. Just keep progressing for the entire minute, up to whatever it takes for you to finish. But just keep adding on your overhead presses. Both parts of this exercise are important. Working on shoulder strength, working on upper back strength, but we're also working on inner thigh flexibility and glute strength as well. Leg strength is really important. All right, let's put on our music and our timer. Let's try this out. This may be new for some of you. Here we go, 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock. 3 o'clock, 1 overhead press. 9 o'clock, 2 overheads. Keep those presses over your head, way up here, not in front of you. Come on down. Make sure you're sitting back. Not enough time to fit in my last round of presses. Oh well. All right, our last exercise is a cardio exercise. We've done a lot of strength training. We've used weights. We've stepped over, done a lot. Now it's just cardio. I want to get your heart rate up. So I'm going to ask you to do either a plank jack on the floor. What that is you're going to come down on the floor into a plank position. You can be way up here in a high plank. Your shoulders are directly over your hands, and we're going to jump out and in. If you're going to do a high plank here, make sure that your hips don't come here. Make sure you're not upside down. You want to stay in this plank position. You can do this a modified right-left. Try to get that heart rate up by jumping, or both legs. Or you can do this using your chair, changing the angle, making it just a little less stressful on your shoulders, and you're right here, or right-left again, or some of you just want to do a regular old plank jack. That's fine with me. All right, whatever it is, the purpose of this is to get your heart rate up. Let's put on our music. Let's put on our timer. Let's get that heart rate up. Go. Notice I'm changing, taking it side to side, just to make it a little more fun for me. All right, my heart rate's up. I hope yours is too. Let's bring it down. Getting off the floor, 90-degree angle, hands on your front thigh, push down, stand up. All right, grab some water, grab a towel, wipe off. We're gonna get ready for our second round. Same exercises, same form, nothing changes. The only difference in our second round is that we're going to focus on how this exercise and all of these exercises can help lower your symptom, of the symptom we're directing it at. So our first exercise, the caterpillar cross tap, we're working on range of motion, working on reminding the body to stand fully tall. So during that beginning part that most people just kind of reach and come down, I want you to exaggerate it. Really think about extending your body. Look to make sure your arms are fully extended. Come down to the floor, walk into a plank, Again, fully extended. Now we're going to cross the midline and go to the opposite. We're putting all of our weight on one arm, strengthening that core. Single, single, double, adding a little cognitive pattern there, walking it back up. So whenever you cross the midline, you're using your brain more fully, really important for Parkinson's. So those are the focuses for this particular exercise: crossing the midline, full range of motion, full body extension, and strength. Think about that while you're working on your form for a minute. Okay, let's put our timer back on. I'm going to do this modified this time for those of you that need that to watch. Here we go. Full range of motion right here. And I'm going to try to alternate my right and left lead. Pull your belly tight, nothing changes. All right, nice. Okay. So the second exercise is our step over squat with the fly. Grab your equipment again. This is all about gait. The reason why I threw this in, because a lot of times you can do, if you're just trying to strengthen your legs, you can just do a squat. That's fine. It's going to work for you perfect. By stepping over this, it reminds your body to lift your legs. That's important for gait. Many people with Parkinson's disease finds that they're not lifting their leg as high, and that eventually leads to shuffling your feet. So we want to remind the brain to lift. So that's the reason for that part of the exercise. And then the fly I added for posture. When you do that fly, we're opening up the chest, reminding the body to stand nice and tall, getting away from poor posture. So concentrate on the form, sitting back, but also concentrate on really lifting your legs and lifting your chest and shoulders. Here we go. Make sure you leave enough room for those legs. Perfect. Nice job. All right. The next exercise, again, we're going to hold on to those weights because we're going to do the back lunge with the curl and the kick. This is still about gait. We're still working with gait, but instead of lifting the legs, that being the focus, now we're focusing on taking large steps forward or backwards. Again, getting away from the shuffling, taking larger steps. Bradykinesia, working on slowness and large muscle movements. So let's put on our timer and our music. Think about really getting that back leg as far as you can. And we're also working on using an opposite. Here we go. Opposite arm. That's for gait. Way back. Kick that leg. Way back. Opposite arm. Do it your pace. close, almost done. Stay with it. This is a tough one, I know. And nice work. All right, it's time to hit the floor again. Grab your ball. Come on down. Now we're working on this, although it's a core exercise. Yes, we're strengthening your abdominals, both sides, not just the front of your abdominals, but your obliques, your side muscles also. But actually, I threw this in more about balance. Balance is something that's affected. Most people with Parkinson's are affected with balance, but also as you age, as of age 30 on, people start losing more and more of their balance, which can be introduced or reinforced. So we're going to get into that position, an unstable position, whether you're here or not, and force the ball to throw off your balance, reminding your body to grab and work on all those perceptors. All right, here we go. And if this is really easy for you, make it harder. Throw the ball each side, really throwing off your balance. Pull your belly in. Be sure to keep that ball in front of you, not behind, into your neck. Woo! Stay in that V position, open up your chest, be good to your lower back. Almost done. Pull tight, pull tight, pull tight. And nice job, great work. All right, rolling over to all fours, stronger leg goes in front, hands on your thigh, come on up. Join me for our 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock progressive taps. This one, again, we're working on gait, strengthening the leg. And we're going to the opposite. We're going to reach your opposite elbow right here, just going toward opposites. That's important for gait, for walking. But I really threw this in for the progressive shoulders, reminding the body to stand nice and tall for posture, but also by strengthening your shoulders and your upper back in those presses, still working on posture. So important for balance. All right, let's work on those 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock with progressive presses. And think about really opening up your chest and reaching nice and high. Let's go. I'm going to turn just so you can see my progressive. Over your head, not in front. All the way over. Straight overhead. Standing tall. Nice. Keep adding one more. Back, don't go forward. Six and seven. I didn't want to stop in the middle. Okay, great job, really nice. So we're back to our cardio, and the benefit for cardio with Parkinson's is just that. It's really important to get your heart rate and your circulation going. Feeds the brain. So we're stimulating the brain and feeding it fuel with oxygen and blood, but we're also forcing the body to move fast, and that's another symptom of Parkinson's that many people experience. So we want to force your body to go as fast as it can. So I'm going to try my cardio on the chair this time. Make it, just change it up a little. Again, you have your choice on the floor, on the chair, or just standing jacks. Here we go. Keep your body long and lean. Pull your tummy in. Careful not to be upside down. Are we done yet? No! Stay with it. We're almost done. Stay with it. All right, we've got just almost 10 seconds to go. Pull it tight, belly tight. Use those chest and arms. Stay with it. Stay with it. Almost done. And done. All right, never just stop exercise. Continue walking it off. Get your heart rate down carefully and slowly. The best is yet to come, our third round, our last round. Last round is all about your brain. We're going to do the same 6 exercises we've just done twice. This is our third round. This time I'm going to give you a little brain challenge, a little cognitive challenge. For each of our exercises, I'm going to give you something to think about, say out loud. Okay? Our first exercise is the caterpillar with the cross taps. I would like you to come up with as many insects, and you can start with caterpillar, that's not cheating, as you can for that whole minute. Forcing your brain to think of something outside of what you're already doing, but still think about your form and think about using your body properly. All right, insects. We're going to put our timer on and our music. I'm going to hit the floor and do my caterpillars. Here we go. Single, single, double. Don't forget that part too. All right, good. Were you able to come up with as many insects as went through as your time allowed? All right, our next exercise, grab your box and your weights. We're going to do our step over squats with flies. Open up your chest. This time, when you step over to the right, I want you to count by 2s. Then when you step over to the left, I want you to count by 5s. 2s to the right, 5s to the left. Every time you step over, you count progressively. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 5, 10, 15, 20. While you're doing a squat, sitting back, while you're standing up and doing a nice controlled lifted fly. Let's see how we do at that. Here we go. Lift those legs. Don't let the counting throw your form. Done. All right, nice job. Did that confuse you? Hopefully. A little. Stimulating your brain just a little more. Good. Next exercise are those back lunges. We're working on taking long, wide steps. Not just lifting, but taking large steps. This time, let's have a little fun. This time I want you to think of things that you can find on someone's front lawn. Things that people put on their front lawn for whatever reason. Okay, try to finish your Fill your 1 minute with lawn stuff. All right, here we go. Step back with a curl and kick. Go. Don't forget the curl. 90 degrees on those legs. Yeah. Okay, good. Were you able to feel that? That's a tough one. I've done this a few times, practicing, getting ready for today's class. The first time I couldn't come up with enough. Second time I came up with more. Today I tried not to repeat the ones I've already done. So when you do this class more than one time, try to change it up. Come up with different insects, come up with different front lawn objects. Try to challenge yourself. Don't just keep coming up with the same ones. Okay, the next exercise, we're going to hit the floor with the ball, working on balance, abdominal strength. This time I want you, this hopefully will be an easy one, but try to think outside of the box on this one also. Balls, different type of balls. Okay, let's go down, work on that V, open up the chest, put on our music and our timer, 1 minute. Balls. Really feeling these. Almost done. Just a few more. And all right. Good. I think I got my heart rate up on that one also. So I got benefit, an extra benefit, no charge. Hands on your thigh, lift yourself up. All right, we've got those 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock with the progressives. All right. You may want to throw out the progressives because this one may be hard to do with counting also. But I want you to come up, every time you come up with a 3-letter word, a word with 3 letters. All right. And you can do that just on your press. So you can do a progressive press.
I got it. That's the last one with it, right?
Yeah.
Progressive press.
So where do we?
You said progressive press.
You can do a progressive press and just spell out 3-letter words, just do 3s, or you can just do 1 and come up with a 3-letter word. Remember, the challenge here is not just for posture, but the challenge here is also to come up with words, and you'll be surprised. Right now, you can come up with a million of them, but once you add the motion, it's a lot harder. Let's have some fun with this one. Here we go. those words. Almost done, come on. And nice job. That was a tough one, right? Yeah, they're all tough. All right, we're gonna finish off with our planks. Our jacks, you can do them. I'm gonna do them standing. Your option again, standing, on a chair, on a sofa, on the floor. Jacks, we're just jumping. This time I want you to come up with as many colors. This is really easy. Every time you jump, come up with a color. It sounds easy. It all sounds easy. Here we go, 1 minute of colors. Jacks, let's go. You're gonna have to slow it down to think, huh? Oh, I don't want to slow down, I want to go. Keep going. Get that heart rate up. Get those colors going. Look around the room if you get stumped. There's got to be a color you haven't come up with yet. Come on. Almost done. Stay with it. Come on. A little faster now. Finish up. Woo! Woo! All right, I'm giving myself a hand. I'm giving you a hand. Great job, you did it all 3 rounds. Circuit of 6 exercises. Good for you. Walk it off before we cool down. Nice job. All right, to slow down your heart rate, you want to take a nice deep breath in. 1 deep breath in. And a slow exhale out for 4. All right, I'm going to grab my chair. You can grab a wall or a chair. I'm going to get myself into that lunge position. Deep lunge position all the way back here with that 90-degree angle. Now I'm going to try to tilt my hips up just a little to lengthen this muscle right here. And if that's easy for you, try to get that leg a little further back. And we're just going to hold it right here. For those of you that want to work on a vocal power, working on your vocal strength and power, this is a good chance to just either hum or say a letter or a note. Just say something, hold a note. So I'm just going to say ah. Ah. All right, we're going to release out of this. Slowly come up. Take the other leg back. And again, you want to start off in that 90. And then come. Tilt your hips a little more, forcing that muscle right up here, your flexor and your quad. And if that's easy for you, bring it a little further back. Stay right here, working on vocal strength. Let's say ooh. Nice job. Good. Slide that leg in. Take the same leg, as long as we're right here. Heel down, toe up, sit back into that invisible chair. Open up your chest, not round, open, stay right here. Feel a nice stretch in the back of your leg from all those squats and lunges. Right here, I'm going to say the letter I. Oh, that feels good, doesn't it? Good, switch legs. Heel down, toe up. Invisible chair behind, flat back, leaning with your chest forward. Now let's say the letter O. O. Nice work, good. Standing nice and tall, drop your chin. Bring your arms to me, or you can hold your chair right here. Round out your back, stretching your shoulders. Let it all go. Hum. Standing tall, palms up. Reach to the ceiling. Stay right here. A little higher. Perfect. A little higher. Open up those fingers. Reach as high as you can. Lengthen every muscle in your body. Feel your abdominals, your arms, your chest, your back. Feel your legs. Everything is lifting and stretching. Thank you so much for working so hard with me today. Thank you for doing such a good job. We are done. Let's finish with a big yay. Ready? Yay! All right, give yourselves a hand. You did great. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please remember, we've got a whole library of videos. Go back and do these over and over again. You'll get better at them. You'll work on your form. You're working on your balance. You're working on symptoms that whether you have or don't have, you want to make sure that your brain and your body is strong. Have a great week. Stay safe. I'll see you next month, second Saturday of the month. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hi, everyone. If you had fun today, please give this class a like by clicking the thumbs up button. Leave us a note in the comment section below and subscribe for more fun classes with Power for Parkinson's. See you next time.